Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. This course is here to help you sound confident and fluent in English. Today, we're focusing on the 39th category, Political and Activism Phrasal Verbs you need to know. These verbs are essential for discussing political actions, social movements, and civic engagement. Let's begin. First, let's start with stand up for. This phrasal verb means to defend or support a cause, belief, or person. For example, she stood up for environmental rights during the meeting, or it's important to stand up for what you believe in. Next is speak out. This refers to expressing your opinion publicly, often on controversial issues. You might say, the activist spoke out against inequality, or he's speaking out to raise awareness about climate change. Call for means to demand or request something publicly. For instance, the citizens are calling for a change in leadership, or they called for immediate action on healthcare reform. Back up describes offering support or evidence. You could say, the council backed up the proposal with strong data, or she always backs up her arguments with facts. Turn out refers to attending or participating in an event, often in large numbers. For example, thousands of people turned out for the protest, or the rally turned out to be a huge success. Step down means to resign or leave a position of power. You might hear, the mayor stepped down after public pressure, or he decided to step down to focus on other priorities. Take over describes assuming control or responsibility. For instance, the new leader took over after the election, or they plan to take over the project next month. Bring about means to cause or create change. You could say, the movement brought about significant policy reforms, or her efforts helped bring about a positive shift in public opinion. Hold up refers to delaying or obstructing something. For example, the debate held up the passage of the bill, or the process was held up by bureaucratic red tape. Push through means to force the approval or implementation of something, often against resistance. You might hear they pushed through the new law despite opposition, or the committee worked hard to push the proposal through. Break out describes the sudden start of a conflict or event. For instance, protests broke out after the controversial decision, or a heated debate broke out during the assembly. Run for is used when someone campaigns for a political position. You could say, she's running for governor in the upcoming election, or he decided to run for office to make a difference. Give in to means to yield or succumb to pressure or demands. For example, the government gave in to the demands of the protesters, or he refused to give in to political pressure. Cut back on describes reducing something, often due to budget or resources. You might say, the administration cut back on public spending, or they're cutting back on funding for social programs. Finally, vote out means to remove someone from office through a vote. For instance, the citizens voted out the unpopular candidate, or he was voted out after a decade in power. These phrasal verbs are perfect for discussing political actions, campaigns, and activism. Practice using them in sentences about current events or social issues, and they'll soon become part of your everyday language. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.